This is Rajesh from Department of Information Technology. Today I am going to talk about C arrays. Array. An array is a collection of elements of the same data type that are referenced by a common name. Compared to basic data type like int, float, char, it is an aggregate or derived data type. All elements of the array occupy a set of continuous memory allocation. Why need to use array type? Consider the following. We have a list of 1000 students' marks of an integer type. If you use basic data type int, it will declare something like a following: int smart students, smart 1, 2, 3, 4, similarly. So to manage these things, we avoid and go for array. Okay. By using an array, we just declare like this: int student mark within square bracket 1000. There will be reserve of 1000 continuous memory allocation for storing the students' marks. Graphically, this can be duplicated as in the following figure. So 0 to 99, and it consists of student mark 1, 2, 3 and 4 till 999, and it is stored in the same data type and with the same array name. This is how array representation is done. Arrays. This is absolutely has simplified our declaration of the variables. We can use index and subscript to identify each element for location in the memory. Hence, we have an index of j index student mark and j index would refer to the j index element of the array of student mark. So, namely student mark 0 will refer to the first element of the array. And then the j index, if refers to 99, then it refers to the 99th element of the array. Dimension refers to array size, which is how big the array is. A single or one-dimensional array declaration has the following terms: array element, data type, array name, and array size. This is a single dimension. It can be used in valid in C, C++, Java, etc. Same. Okay. For example, a single dimension array char cname of 30. So it gives the 0 to 29 locations that consists of elements, array elements. So this is the range of the cname array. One dimensional array declaration: int, float, char. In all data type we can represent one dimensional array. An array may be initialized at the time of declaration, giving initial values to an array. Initializing of an array may take the following form: type, array name, size equal to list of values, that is elements in the array. For example, int id number 7 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first one is represented as 0 and the seventh one is represented as the sixth element of the array. Similarly, float and character. Initialization of an array type char for holding strings may take the following form: char array name size equal to string. So generally the string is stored in the array data type of character. Arrays allows programs to group related items of the same data type in one variable. However, when referring to an array, one has to specify not only the array or a variable name but also the index value of the interested value. Problem 2 is searching a small value, the smallest of all numbers. So it is kept inside the array n small, and then we search for the lowest value of the process. So program the searching of biggest value. Similarly, we type in the array with the integer number and we search for the biggest value inside the array. So these are the problems we are given to the students. Two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array has two subscript indexes, that is data type, array name, one-dimensional size and two-dimensional size. This represents both in int and float data types. So this is generally for rows and columns. So for a table format, we use this type of two-dimensional arrays. A general example of a 2D array. So char name 6 and 10, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bush, Nickel, Kitman, 100 and Joel. So all of these the elements of the name array. So the array columns consists of 0 to 5 and 0 to 9, that is 6 and 10 values of the thing. So the 6 value is generally represents the rows and the 10 value represents the column. So each column consists of each name in it and each character in it. So even the dot is represented in a separate cell. To take the note of the string of the arrays, the null character /0 is still needed. From the scheduled square area of the figure, we can determine the size of the array. So name 6, 10, where 6 is represents the rows and 10 represents the columns. So syntax for those things are array underscore name like x comma y. So x represents the rows and y represents the column. The array size is equal to first index x, second index xy. This is also true for other array dimensions. For example, 3-dimensional array, which represents array underscore name x, y, z. So these are the different types of dimensions we use in arrays. So problems example for sorting and reading array content in an index. So we give totally 12 elements inside the array and we automatically have to search and sort the elements. So this is a problem statement given to the students. And next problem is swapping index, row and column. So previously program retrieve and sorted, but here we totally change the column and row wise. This is also problem given to the students. So thank you for your time.